What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode.
Hello.
Got Jessica here, and we have some news to share about her cancer.
I have cancer. Surprise!
Such a wise ass. So you had a PET scan, or hold on, let's back up. The CT scan last week.
On the 14th.
On the 14th. And it came back and showed some disease in your abdominal area.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor wanted to do a PET scan to light it up to see the extent of it. So she went down Monday and had the PET scan.
Mm-hmm.
Then yesterday, got the results, and then you had a chemo treatment. So you want to tell them about your chemo?
Chemo treatment went good. I only got the topotecan, taking a week off of the Avastin. So
the reason you were taking the week off of Avastin is because you have that wound on your belly, and the Avastin hinders the healing of your body, and that really needs to heal. And she has a wound on her belly because of your hernia.
Mm-hmm.
Just puts too much. It almost like tears the skin, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Because it comes out so far that my skin is like really thin right there.
Right.
And so like if something rubs it wrong, it can make a sore, and
they can't fix the hernia because you're too high risk. And
they want me to be cancer free.
Yes. And that's not the direction this is going right now. So you got the PET scan, and they found a significant amount of disease that has spread in your abdominal area.
Mm-hmm.
And your lymph nodes in your chest and neck
have doubled
its size since last time. So we have the results here, and I'm going to read this to the best of my ability. Do you want to read it?
Sure.
I'm going to let her read it because she can probably pronounce some of this shit
and
better.
I'm just going to skip some stuff, so.
But this will put it in perspective, I guess. I don't know.
Like some of the nodes, like one of them is now 13.7 measuring, and it was 6.5 previously. These lymph nodes remain enlarged, measuring 1.2 centimeters in size, previously by 1. So, and then there's another one that is 6.2 now. That was 3.5. There was another one that's 6.8, and it was previously 3.2. So they've all gotten a little bit bigger. It says avid lymph nodes throughout the right neck, chest, abdomen, and pelvis. Many of these are new or increased from prior exam. Active metastatic disease is favored. So it sounds like that treatment that I was on didn't really do much.
Well, to be fair to the treatment, you missed a lot.
I did miss a lot.
So between missing it and it just not being the right recipe for you, the cancer progressed and spread and got worse.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have her on that
topotecan.
I'll let you say that because I'm going to fuck it all up. And then the Avastin, which the Avastin has worked well in the past, but if we don't get this wound on her belly fixed, then it's going to knock the Avastin out. And my concern is you're not getting all that you're going to get. You're not going to get all that you need again, and it's going to metastasize again.
Mm-hmm.
So what were your thoughts when you got the news? I wasn't, unfortunately, there when you got the news. I had to work.
I mean, like I said, I always go in expecting bad news, so it was kind of like, well, kind of expected it.
Was this worse than what you expected?
I mean, whenever we had the CT scan and she said like there were spots in my belly, I was like, oh, okay. But then whenever the PET scan's like showing the lymph nodes that are, you know, like doubled in size, it's kind of like, oh, you know. Sorry, my voice is really raspy. I got steroid voice today.
Yeah. She has steroid attitude too.
No, I don't.
Don't listen to her.
I don't.
So I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean,
So we'll just do this new treatment and.
but your emotions. It's hard to force emotions out of her as is, so it's gonna be even more difficult to get her to do it on camera.
I'm okay. I mean, of course, it's always a little. You get bummed, you know, like, well, is there gonna be a treatment from now on that's gonna work? You know, like. But.
A concern is chemo resistance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the body can only take so much before it starts resisting chemo. And that's a fear of mine, is for them down the road to be like, we've tried everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, but the doctor she always reassures us that she's got a lot up her sleeve, so.
She does. And if push ever comes to shove, I mean, we're going to go out and search the ends of the earth for something.
Yeah.
I mean, if we have to go out of state, hell, I hate flying. I'm terrified of flying. I don't want to fly, but if I have to go to another part of the world, we're going. It's like I would sell my house and sell everything, and we would live in the camper. It was a bummer. I wasn't expecting that much, to be honest. I guess my hopes were that you had enough just to hinder it from spreading.
Yeah.
You know, and it really sucks because you've missed all that work for nothing, you know. And I know work is the last concern, but like with her, she has to build PTO, like we got vacation coming up,
Yeah.
you know.
Gotta meet my deductible. That's always a bummer. So I had to pay $500 for my CT scan, and then a week later they're like, can you pay $2,000 for your PET scan? I'm like, no.
It's difficult. I mean, we've done fine financially this far.
Yeah, it's just the deductible. That
you know,
sucks,
we've made the money we had set aside for cancer last a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hell, this is March 9th will be 3 years, and we're just now really kind of running out of money. You know, which we'll replenish. And
yeah.
We've discussed before about me getting a second job on my terms. You know, she's not making me go get I don't want to come across like that.
No.
But on my terms, I'm going to be getting a second job and putting every penny that I make off of that into what we call the cancer account.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it doesn't run dry, and so bills don't get piled up, and
Once we meet my deductible,
it'll be easier.
Manageable.
And once we meet the deductible too, that'll be even more money we can save for next year, because
to be prepared.
2026 we're gonna have to do this all over again.
Yeah.
What's the deductible? It's 2,000,
No,
5,000,
like 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
So it being the beginning of the year, we still got a little ways to go.
But I'm very thankful for insurance because
Without
dang.
it, we would.
Because dang.
That's bankruptcy. I mean.
Very thankful for it though, so that's good.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because I couldn't imagine doing this
No.
without the insurance.
Nope.
So the results this week were kind of a kick in the head. You know,
But not too unexpected.
It's not devastating news.
No. No, and the doctor was very optimistic, and she wasn't like, oh no, you know, she was like, well, just do this and get it taken care of.
Set this that way. It's lighting up like a Christmas tree, and I keep focusing on that. But it's not devastating. It's something you can overcome. But for me, it's like another fucking setback. Like we're having another one. Because in the beginning, I mean, you were kicking ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got you in remission. You stayed in remission. It was like 6-7 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came back just a little bit. And they fought it. And you went back into remission. Now, that remission only lasted a few months. That didn't last that long. And then since then, you know, so it's been a year and a half since you've been in remission.
Mm-hmm. Which we have asked the doctor, like, do you have any patients that have kind of gone through this also? And she's like, oh, yeah, and they're still here 10 years later, you know. So she goes, you just got to find that one thing.
That perfect recipe.
The perfect recipe. And, you know, that's what she's doing. So that's all we can ask for. You know?
So tell them how you're feeling physically right
with the
now.
new treatment.
With the new treatment.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a little sluggish, I feel like. But usually by Friday I'm getting a little sluggish. Like today I was fine. You know, I was getting up and walking around real good, and so by Friday I'll get a little bit sluggish, but it's not terrible.
I feel like I remember a couple of years back when you were on treatment. Boy, the weekend came and you were just
Exhausted.
fucking wiped out. And this treatment hasn't done that to you. Like this last weekend was a great weekend. Mm-hmm. I mean, we didn't do a whole lot, but we got out a little bit.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I feel, oops, hit the camera. I feel that when you're feeling like crap because of chemo, it's working better. And I don't know if that's true or not. That's just the way I feel. Because it feels like when you were feeling like crap, it was doing something. But this last regimen that you were on, you really didn't feel like crap either. And now we got this. So I'm just like, and don't get me wrong, I don't want you to feel like crap.
I know.
But like you used to say, when you felt that way, you felt the chemo soldiers working.
It's working, yeah.
You know, and now it's just like, hey, she's having chemo and she's doing good in comparison. Is it really working? You know? It's just, I don't know. This one's a tough pill for me to swallow.
And I've been on Avastin before, and the Avastin just gives me like lower back pain and, you know, the high blood pressure. My nose runs all the time.
Well, the Avastin was the one that gave you the nosebleeds.
The nosebleeds.
Also, which, knock on wood,
Yeah, we've been good.
we haven't had that. We don't want to have that happen again.
No, but we have a regimen that we know about now, and it helps.
It helps. We got a backup plan in case something happens. We are going on vacation in a few weeks. You know, we're gonna be traveling a couple thousand miles away. And if something happens, we have access to what's the word, the oncologist.
Well, and they'll
places.
make sure like my numbers are good. I'm gonna, like, next time we go, because my doctor's big on, you got a vacation, you go on your vacation.
She's all about living life. Like, don't put it off.
Don't put it off. Do what you want to do.
And
we'll work around you.
And we've done that this whole entire time. You know, we take a big vacation every year, but we also take multiple weekend trips and day trips. And
so I'm sure she'll just check my numbers, because on this chemo, it tends to tank your numbers. Mm-hmm. And my platelets were a little low, but not anything to be concerned about.
You're not in the realm of having to have a transfusion, you know.
So she'll probably just make sure everything's on. I think even like next week I have to go for like shots just to boost keep everything boosted up. Right. So as a preventative.
Yeah, we don't want that to tank right before we go to the vacation.
So,
But vacation though too, we don't cancer doesn't exist on vacation unless you're physically feeling bad. We don't talk about it. We don't discuss. Now I will ask her several times, like, "Are you okay? You feeling okay?" Just to make sure that you're doing all right.
yeah.
I kind of like you. So that's where we're at on it. We're just gonna kick ass, and I say we. She's going through it, but we're in this together. There is no I in team.
No, he's a good caregiver. He's good to me.
My goal most every day is to make sure like the house is clean, picked up, bed's made. Like I try to make life as comfortable for her and give you less to do so you can get the rest and relax that you need.
He spoils me.
I try.
Yeah, I didn't sleep good last night. I think because of the steroids. I woke up about midnight and just laid there. Think of cool stuff. So then when he wakes up, I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah. She has ideas.
That's when I get my best ideas.
A to-do list to do. So your pre-meds for your chemo, they pump Benadryl through you. And they pump steroids through you. So it's like when she gets home from chemo, she's wiped out and she goes to sleep early. But then she gets up around 1 o'clock, midnight, somewhere around there. And then she's up most of the night from there. And it's like we have different shifts because I normally can't get to bed until about midnight. So I'm falling asleep finally and you're waking up. And there'll be mornings that I'll wake up or about 5:30 in the morning and she's already up reading a book or watching TV. But then there's some days that I wake up before her and I know she's getting some rest.
So hopefully I sleep better tonight.
So with sleep, I got a sleep study in 2 weeks. A week. I'm going to have to get one of those CPAP machines. My daughter stayed with us and she says I sound like a freight train when I sleep and borderline dying. So she is in that realm of work. So I got to go in and spend the night there and get a sleep study, and we'll have to wear one of those fighter jet masks to bed so I can sleep, because I don't sleep worth a damn. We're falling apart. It's fun.
Okay, so you wanted to come up with a good quote.
Oh yeah, one of our viewers, a good friend of ours, wanted us to, we always try to leave on a positive note, but to come up with our favorite quote. Now I'm going to be honest with you, I did not grab one.
I did. That's why I had my phone sitting there so I could look at it.
But
I think I remember it.
I can come up with something.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So go ahead and grab your phone and I'll let you go first. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
We do appreciate the comments and suggestions. We do read them and do it. So yeah.
So my quote is, everybody needs to live. Don't just exist.
That's a good one. And my mom's going to watch this. And I'm going to throw your parents in it. And a lot of people from that generation they get in the habit of going to work, coming home, doing nothing. Going to work, coming home, and doing nothing. And they fall in this routine. And I've always been against that routine. That's why I'm always active. Especially spring, summer, fall, I'm going fishing, I'm going hiking after work, doing stuff, because you want to live life, just not sit here and exist.
So that's what I'm going to do. I feel like I do it anyways, but...
So you saying that on to live life, I'm going to quote somebody that I know you're not going to like because you hate this phrase, but I'm going to say it anyways. I'm going to quote the great Jim Morrison. Since I'm a Doors fan. And he said, get your kicks. Wait, hold me think about it for a second. Get your kicks before the whole shit house goes up in flames.
Okay.
And I take that as live life before shit starts getting rough.
I thought you were going to say get your kicks on Route 66, and I was going to say,
We
will be.
We will be on this trip. We will be traveling a great portion of Route 66, seeing as some Route 66 icons. I'm fucking excited. We're going back to Southern California. It's where I'm originally from. And Carson, the last time he was there, he was 6. He's almost 14 now. And he's the one that suggested going back there because he's into the Fast and Furious. So he wants to do a lot of that stuff. We're grave visitors. We visit famous graves. I think we're up to almost 60 famous graves throughout the country we've been to. Paul Walker being one that we've done, but he doesn't remember, so he wants to go. Where the hell was I going with this?
I don't know.
There was a point.
We're going to be on Route 66. Getting our kicks.
Oh, yes. Well, no, I was going a different direction, but that did remind me. Because I'm excited about this trip because of the Whiskey A Go Go. The Whiskey A Go Go in Hollywood on Sunset Strip is legendary. Any band that you can think of has played there. A lot of bands got their start there. The Doors used to be a house band, but until they got kicked out. Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Led Zeppelin. I mean, you name it, they've been there. And I've been trying to get in this place for years now. And I finally emailed them to see if I can get a private tour of going in there. Because I don't know the next time we're going to be out in Southern California. We got other places that we want to hit the bucket list on. And they emailed me back, and they now have a happy hour from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. So I can walk in there, have a drink,
check it out,
and say that I've finally
got to go.
The stage is original. All these legends on that same little stage. I'm so excited for that. And you have to be 21 to get in.
So I'll be with the boy.
So it's, well, you can go. We can leave him with Uncle Mark.
I'm okay.
But they're going to drop me off at the door. I'm going to go in for about 30 minutes, film it. I am going to have a drink. I got to have a drink. Even though I'm on the wagon, I am going to have a margarita because that was my bucket list. And one margarita is not going to hurt me. Maybe. But I'm super excited about that.
Yep. So we're excited.
What else you got?
That's it.
That's it.
Live. Don't just exist.
Get your kicks before the whole shit house goes up in flames. I know I'm butchering that quote, but it's something along that lines.
Okay.
I'll have to listen. We'll have to listen to that. She's not a Doors fan.
No.
That's why I can't fully trust her.
All right. Well, signing off.
You
Have
guys
a good week.
have a great week. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace out.